Hey everybody, it's Sunday morning and I just wanted to do a quick but unpleasant update on my angelfish. I just got the lights turned on and some mornings the angelfish looks better than others, and today it looks worse than most. I actually had to come over here and find out if it was even still alive, and it is. It's moving around a little bit, but it's completely upside down. It's stuck in the anubias there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a water change, and we will see if that doesn't revive it. My experience up until now over the last couple of weeks is this thing is getting more and more decrepit. Every time I do a water change, it seems to revive it a little bit. But I just did a water change a few days ago, and I can only revive the thing so many times. You know, eventually its time is just going to come. It's an old fish. I've had it for about 8 years. And I don't remember how big it was when I got it, but it wasn't a tiny little baby when I got it. And so it's at least 8 to 9 years old now. And that's about the normal lifespan of an angelfish. So I think it's probably just time is coming to an end. So I'm going to go ahead and do a water change, and we'll see if that doesn't make any impact. But I think today is probably going to be the day I get in there and have to euthanize my green giant angelfish. So sorry for the bummer update, but make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss anything else I got coming up. I will update you again if the fish does revive and come back around, but again, we can only do that so many times before you just can't do that anymore. Alright everybody, we are just on the other side of the water change, and there's definitely been an improvement. But if we stand here and watch for a few minutes, you will soon see that it's not much of an improvement. You can see all the little bits of detritus moving through the water. There's a pretty significant current in this tank. I do have a 1,500 gallon per hour power head down in the corner. Plus I have the spray bar there moving the water across the surface. So there's a pretty significant amount of water flow through this tank. And as you can now see, the angelfish is really struggling to maintain its position against the current. So I'm considering turning the power head off for the time being, just to give the angelfish a break. But at the same time, what is that really going to accomplish? I mean, it might make the angelfish's final days a little less stressful, but I still think we're looking at this fish's final days. And it could also very easily disrupt the functioning of the rest of the tank. This tank's been running with that water flow in there for years, and if I suddenly stop all that circulation, it's going to change the way the water moves through the substrate and everything else. So I'm not really keen on that idea. My other option is possibly pulling the angelfish out of there and putting it in a quarantine tank for a little while. And then of course the other option is the option of euthanizing it and just being done with it and getting it over with, because it's very clearly inevitable at this point. I mean, we're definitely down to the last few days, few weeks, I don't know, but it ain't going to be much longer. You can see how it's struggling there in the current. So I'm going to call that good and not subject you to watching any more of this. I know it's not pleasant to look at, but again, it is part of the hobby, and I'm not really chalking this up to anything other than old age. I did check the nitrate level in the tank before the water change, and it was getting orange, but it wasn't yet even to 40 parts per million. So like I said, I've been staying on top of the water changes and everything in this tank. The fish is just winding down. It happens. We all have to deal with it. And I don't know, we'll have to wait and see how I deal with it, whether I euthanize it or I let nature take its course. I really hate doing it manually, but we'll have to wait and see. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm not going to say hope you enjoyed this one, but hope you got something out of it at least. So thanks again. I'll see you real soon in the next one.